Would I Lie to You? Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of Frank's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest. It's then up to Chris's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please put your hands together for this week's special guest, Liam. Thank you for coming, Liam. Dan, who is Liam to you?
This is Liam, and we actually play Call of Duty together. And we hate each other's guts.
All right, Claire, who is Liam to you?
This is Liam. He is the only member of my book group that is not a woman in their 40s.
OK. Frank, who is Liam to you?
This is Liam, and I once slapped him across the back of the head in front of his mum.
So there we have it. Is Liam Dan's online enemy, Claire's baby book grouper, or Frank's whacked whippersnapper? Chris's team.
We'll start with Dan. Call of Duty. Now, for those of us who aren't gamers, that's a video game?
It is a video game, yeah. It's World War II, shooting 'em up, warfare. Lots of bloodshed and warfare.
And do you play it in the same room, or could Liam be in a completely different city and you still play the game?
You play it virtually, and this is, in fact, the first time I've ever laid eyes on Liam.
You said that you hate each other's guts?
Yeah.
So how do you feel now to be in such close physical...
You weren't here, I would stand up and choke him out.
What, Liam?
Relax, bro.
What name does Liam go by in the game? Does he have an avatar?
Yeah. It is...
Cool name.
Big L Dog, D-A-W-G.
Big L Dog?
Yeah,
And
2007.
And what's your name?
Bastard Executioner, 1980.
And what is... when did you...
Grown man. Bastard executioner.
It's how I relax.
Love it.
2007, so does that mean Liam is 14 years old?
Yeah.
So I'm really not happy with this relationship.
Why? What's wrong?
You're basically talking dirty to and then threatening a child.
It's a game. It's just a game.
Presumably you play lots of people in this game, but
Yeah.
Is he your main nemesis?
I mean, I've got a couple, but yeah, we ended up playing sort of the same time, and then we sort of would chat, and then we would use each other to get through to certain levels, but then he would often turn on me.
Classic L-Dog move.
L-Dog.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you trash talk each other?
Yeah, and then I realised he was 14, I was like, ooh. So I pulled it back a bit.
And when did you find out he was 14?
When the
Just
police
now.
got involved.
Are we ready to move on to Claire?
I think so. I think
Claire's
so.
connection with Liam.
Liam is the only member of my book group that isn't a woman in their 40s.
Are you sure?
I mean, his username was woman in 40s, 1976.
And how often do you get together in your book club?
All right, well, it hasn't been a good few years for book clubs, but yeah, as often as we can. Like, the idea was every 2 months, but it's, you know, like, it's as regular as book clubs can be.
And did he come alone to these book clubs, or was he... How did he join?
He comes with his mum is a member of the club. So, she was kind of starting it. I know her through a friend, so her friend invited me. So it was at Alexa's house the first time, and this is Alexa's stepson, Liam, and she just made her son come down and join the group. And it was a joke at first, but now he comes whenever we have it, like at whoever's house.
And he's a big Leanne Moriarty fan now, so
Massive.
winning.
Massive.
When he talks about the books, what kind of contributions does
Yeah,
he make?
well, he basically eats the biscuits and then he plays on the iPad. But he's in the club, and the important thing is we have gender and age diversity,
Right.
OK?
Is it reaching the point, I'm not sure how old your children are, where you're thinking, well, maybe Liam might want a friend? Like, maybe we should all be bringing our children to this book club?
That sounds awful. But sure. I guess we'll consider it.
All right, do you want to move on to Frank?
I would like to move on to Frank. Just remind us what Liam is to you.
Well, Liam is a person who I slapped in the back of the head in front of his mother, and I'm just terribly sorry. Like, I do regret it. In many ways, this is my opportunity to apologise to Liam for a very inappropriate moment.
Paint the picture. How did you come to slap Liam?
I didn't hit him. I didn't hit him with my hand. I actually hit him with a glove. With like a...
Challenging him to a duel.
I was doing a reenactment.
Reenactment, yes.
Well, I was in a Shakespearean play at the time.
Sorry, Frank.
Well,
and
I think this story falls down immediately. No one believes anyone would cast Frank in a Shakespeare play. What was the play? Who were you playing?
The play was Twelfth Night. Is that how you say it? Twelfth. I'm not sure if it was Twelfth Night or Twelfth Night.
Right.
It was 12th of the night.
How'd you go with the rest of the lines of the play? Even the title trips you up.
I played the part of...
The glove salesman.
No, my character's name was Andrew.
I think we don't need to ask him any more questions.
No further questioning?
Oh, no, I've got more questions. So what part was Liam playing in the play?
Well, actually, Liam wasn't in the play. He was in the audience.
You've abused an audience member.
I have. What happened was it was the start of the second half, and he came in late with his, I think it was his brother and his mother came in, and they were doing the classic, like, and it must have been very embarrassing for them because they were in the front row and they were late, and they were doing the kind of, if I do this, nobody will notice. But by far the most compelling thing in the room at that point was these three creeping people, you know. And he came in, and it just so happened that the character I was playing against, he's called Uncle Toblerone or something. And my line in the play was, I saw her as well as I see you now. Like that, and I would always go, as well as I see you now, and I'd hit him across the chest with the glove. But Liam was creeping in at that point.
I see.
And I just, in the spontaneous moment, I went, oh, yes, I saw her as well as I see you now. And I just slapped him across the back of the head. It gets worse, though.
Oh, no.
It gets worse because the whole audience went, oh, wasn't that lovely? And then, but I realised as I hit him, I knocked his glasses off. So I hit him with I thought, this will be funny. Nobody will mind if I, you know, and I whack, and it was, I see you now, and his glasses went off. And then I saw Liam starting to, like, look for his glasses, which it would have helped if you wore them today, Liam. Oh, Liam, now I recognise you.
Well, that was excellent. I want them all to be true. We do need an answer.
We're basically being asked to choose between someone who's verbally abused him online, someone who's abused him by making him read adult books, and someone who's literally physically abused the poor guy. What are you thinking? What are you feeling, Gina?
I think Dan.
I thought Dan too. I thought Dan
think
feels
they're
like a
playing,
gamer.
yeah.
I mean, I can't even believe I'm entertaining Franks, but there are details.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with all the works of Shakespeare, but I don't think there's a character called Andrew who's famous for his big floppy gloves. Well, he feels like a very minor character to open the second half with.
Yes.
So you think Dan?
I think Dan.
I think I'm leaning Dan too. Are you happy with Dan?
It's Dan or Claire?
Or Frank.
Final answer, Chris.
We're going to say Dan.
Going with Dan. All right, Liam, please reveal your true identity.
My name is Liam, and Frank slapped me on the back of my head in front of my mother.
I can't believe that.
Oh, fantastic.
Nobody saw that welcoming Liam is Frank's back whippersnapper. Everybody keep your hands together for Liam.